All right, all right. Happy trading, people. So let's run through some charts, setups that I like. Um, yeah, I hope everyone made some money this week. A lot of people were saying that it was a tough market, but I think it's just more of a overthinking, over trading has made it tough. If there's no setup, then don't trade. It's very simple. All right, let's get to the charts. First one we got is gold. What I like to do is I make trading simple. So I'm going to put a line at the top of the day's high, a line at the bottom of the day's low. Let's make this where it's perfect. Then I'm going to also put a line at the swing high. And I'm also going to put a line at the nearest swing low. And I'm going to change the color of my lines. So I want these ones green. The reason why I'm making them green is because even if I want to trade against the trend, I should know that, okay, green line means going up. So if I decide to do something outside of what these lines are telling me, then it's my own fault that I got clapped. So just something a little bit simple. So that's done on the daily time frame. Then I go to the hourly and I kind of just see where it's at. If I want to trade it. For me, being that gold is sitting here in the middle, I am not looking to trade this. So this is a non-tradable setup for me. But if you happen to trade gold, your first target on the long side should be 2,698. And if it takes that out, look for the next target to be 2,709. If it shoots past and breaks this 2,664, look for it to touch 2,645. So that is my bias for gold. And like I said, for me, non-tradable. Next. Next is going to be MNQ. I'm going to go before, like I did, go to the daily time frame, and I'm going to find that day's candle. And I'm going to put a line there at the top, a line there at the top for that swing high, a line at the low of the day, and a line at the next swing low. And then, of course, let's change these colors. So this is going to be red. All right, this is what we got for our daily bias for MNQ of next week. Next, go to the hourly. Now, for my bias for MNQ, I am very bearish. I would like to see a clean break of 20,169, which is right here. I would definitely like a clean break of that to take on this next low. And being that I'm technically really biased already to the short side, this is going to be the target setup that I'd be looking for next week. So as you can see, the targets are right there on the side of the scale. Pause it, screenshot it, do whatever. Here's my downside bias. If you don't think that it's going to the downside, then here would be your upside bias, because we went for the high of the day of Friday and the swing high, the nearest swing high. I don't have any other levels for the high because I don't see it going there. I think it's going to have a nice pullback on it. All right. So I am bearish on MNQ. Next is going to be MES. MES, I can already tell you that I'm bearish, but we'll still chart it just so that you guys can see. So that daily candle, high, low, swing high, swing low, hour. Actually, I don't like those lines. They're a little crooked. So let's go back, get it on the wicks. You don't have to be anal about it, but I am, so we're changing it. And then your top two lines are green. We're changing that to green. So we have swing high, swing low, high and low. And then I go to the hourly. I do all my charting on the daily and the hourly, and I enter on the 5 and the 15 minute. It all depends on my mood. Here are our targets for the down bias. I want it to break that 5,780. And then my target for it, once it breaks and closes, will be 5,766. If you are looking for the long side bias, you got 5,820. With a break of that, you're going to get 5,830. So those are the biases for that. But I am bearish. Next, we have oil. High, low, swing low, swing high. And really the swing high should be here. I was going to go for that green candle right here. But we'll just leave it there. It's not really a big deal because I'm sure for oil there's going to be way more levels that we can put in and line up on the hourly time frame. So that is the bias for the day. And then if I go to the hourly, yeah. So I'm just going to put a couple more lines here. I like this level. Make that green. And I like this level. So there's a lot more upside on oil, and oil technically was already trying to approach it at the 68.72 mark. It just didn't have enough momentum. I mean, it was Friday, so I'm sure that it was just low volume. That's the reason why. But I'm very bullish on this. I think that it will take out that 68.72. First target will be 69.98. Second target would be 71.01. And the third and last target would be 72.37. So that is where I see gold going next week. And it should. I mean, we have downside, so I'm not going to forget about the downside because anything can happen in the market. I don't really know what news is coming out this week. I haven't looked yet, so I don't know. This could be 1 or 2 days, and then it just flushed to the downside. So your downside is a break of 66.96, and then your next target would be 65.56. And like I said, who knows what the market's going to give us until the market gives it to us. Really just trade what you see. If you're seeing more shorting to the downside, then take it down. If you're not seeing that, then take it up. Your next one is going to be the Russell. Russell, trades alongside banks. So, usually when the banks are green, this should be green. And when the banks are red, this should be red. That kind of makes it simple for you to just track it. So once again, let's go for high of day, swing high, low of day, swing low. Change the colors of your two lines. And that's what we got. And then we're going to flip to the hourly time frame. See this on a better chart. For me, this is just like gold. This is not tradable. This is sitting in the middle of the day high and the day low, which tells me that's consolidation. I don't like to trade this because it doesn't give me an A+ setup. I need it to go to one direction or another before it's, tradable. So if anybody is trying to trade this, your target for the downside is going to be a break of 2,222. Your first target will be 2,215 for your downside. If it breaks to the upside, 2,268, a break of that, your target would be 2,304. So that's kind of what I'm seeing for the week of trading. I would say good luck. And if you guys are having problems trading, Look at what you're doing. It possibly is not just your trading. It could be just you're oversized in your account that you're trading. So, before you think you're a bad trader or anything of that nature, first figure out what you're trading, how much you're trading, and down the size on that, build that confidence up, grow the account a bit, and then, go back up to your size, and if you're blowing accounts up, go back to your trading plan, figure out why you were successful and why you're not successful. Those are the best suggestions that I could give on trading these prop firms. This is tough. One thing I would say is don't trade if you don't have to. Find those A+ setups, and that's probably the easiest thing. People make this difficult, but we also we're meant to lose on these prop firms. So don't beat yourself up if it's one of those things where you can't sustain it. So that is my thesis for the week and my rambling at the same time. Happy trading, everyone, and good luck this week.